All right, y'all, we're coming at you with a new video right here. We got the Xvive U35 microphone wireless system. If you see my old video on this, on the U3s, these things are dope. The only reason I'm doing this video is because I have the older pair, and these are a solid option on anything wireless XLR. Like, these aren't your Sures, these aren't your Sennheisers, these aren't the highest quality in wireless adapters, but these things, for the price, these things are absolutely killer. They've never failed me anytime that I've needed them. I definitely only really use them in a emergency type situation, but there's so many different uses for these. If you don't want to use gaff tape, these things are a very solid option. So let's just jump right into these things. I'm sure a lot of stuff will come up as we start talking about them, but these are the new edition. These are the 5.3 gigahertz version, so a lot less use signal. I've personally never had a problem with any dropouts whatsoever, even with the old version, but with this version, it should be a lot better. I've heard some guys have some issues with it, but for me, I've never once had an issue with it. My buddy has them where he works at this ski resort. He's inside one of those giant metal shipping crates, has one set up outside. He has to be inside, obviously, to stay warm because it's a ski resort. He's running it through the metal steel crate, like the shipping crate that people make houses out of. He's running it through that. You would think that it would not work whatsoever, but he says it works fine. Works perfectly. So I got to give a big shout out to these. I'm going to stop probably doing a lot of these cheaper brand videos, but when there's a product that's solid, and this one is, I'll always give it a shout out. So if you guys need a wireless XLR solution, you need to check these things out. They're really dope. I'll leave a link in the comments, in the description to get these. You probably get a discount as well. But when I'm talking wireless XLR, you can wire it up to your speaker, to your monitor. You can run it through a microphone. Like, if you just need a wireless microphone, I'm actually going to show you this as well. Eventually, I'm going to unplug this. I'm going to plug these in when it's ready, plug it into my mixer, and you're going to see you just got yourself a fully wireless microphone system for probably 1/5 the price of any of the most expensive brands that are out there. The only problem is, if this is something crucial, like, you're gonna look kind of stupid having this thing hanging out of the bottom of this. So I wouldn't be using this at like a wedding. I'm not gonna hand this over to the bride during their ceremony, like, oh hey, look at this mic right here with this giant bulging thing falling out of the bottom of it. Isn't that so cool? It's not. So let's jump right into it right now. I'm going to open these up, show you everything it comes with, and then we can talk a little bit about it. They're very straightforward. Like, you got yourself either a wireless speaker or you got yourself a wireless XLR. If you're doing recording and stuff, there's not much noise to it either. So these things are like as close as you're ever going to get to running an XLR cord without running an XLR cord. Like, fully wireless is what I'm talking about. So let's jump into it. We'll talk about it, and that's it. So right on the back here, let's just read some of this stuff off. It's the 5.8 gigahertz. I think I said 5.3. Sorry, I do that a lot. I don't know how to read. But the options that they're telling you that you can use right off the hop, you can use dynamic microphones, mixers, or XLR output gear. So what I'm talking about here, wireless speaker, live sound mixers, portable PA systems, recorders, literally anything that uses XLR, you can just make it wireless right here. Like this cable right here that runs all the way down here, runs in here, or this cable that my booth monitor that runs down here, runs here, blah, blah, blah. Delete it. You can just get rid of it. Solid option. As I said, I've never had a problem with it. I know some guys that run it who have not had problems with it, so I'm a big fan. 5.8 gigahertz true diversity wireless system. You got 6 wireless channels on here. So if you're having a problem with one of the channels, like, just switch it up. You got 6 different channels here. Less than 5 millisecond latency. Like, honestly, I've never noticed any latency issues when I've used this. And as DJs, latency is serious. Like, it's a serious problem. Never had a problem with latency on this thing. Mic node for microphone and line mode for, like, line audio. So if you're running a speaker, you got to run it on line, obviously. If you're running a mic, you got to have it set on mic. Next, they're just talking about frequency response. If you know me, I don't have any clue. I don't even know what that means. So we're just going to skip on that. 110 decibel dynamic range, 110 decibel signal to noise ratio. So I personally have not heard any noise coming off of these things. Like, I have XLR cables that are putting off way more noise than I've had from these dongles. Wireless range up to 100 feet. It says, honestly, I'm not going to do the range test. Go check out one of my older videos on this if you want that. I've done that. Like, I can walk across the street. I feel like when I did this, I walked all the way. There's a stop sign that's got to be close to 100 feet that way. I was doing that and it still worked. No problem. So I don't know why anyone would ever even do that, go over 100 feet. But in some situations, like I actually saw someone's video, they were hosting like a run, one of those like marathon runs, and the guy was out with the crowd like far out, and it was working fine. So I guess that would be a situation where you might need that. And then it just says the U35 system allows you to avoid the hassles and tangles of cables. Hassle, I get. If you got tangled cables, that's a you problem and you need serious help. Maybe I'll do a course one day on cable wrapping. If you didn't know, I used to be an engineer of cabling. Back in the day, I would run data centers and stuff. So, coiling and making cables neat is kind of my thing. If I see anybody with dirty cables, it's just like it really gets me upset. And that's it. You just got like your normal thing, 5.8 gigahertz. So let's rip this thing open. Let's get to it. All right, boom. You got your box. See ya. Next up, you just got your little pamphlet of everything they got. They got like a ton of these options for wireless anything. They've given me like a wireless Bluetooth dongle too, where you can turn like any speaker into a Bluetooth system. They got like a lot of options, and I'm a fan. I would not be doing this video if I wasn't a fan. They've been waiting on this video, so I figured it's about time that I should get it out. But there's a lot of cool things that they got. They all seem to work well. So if you need things, they come with a little pamphlet. And the last thing, you just got your manual. It's very straightforward, very basic. FCC certification, all that stuff. 1 year limited warranty. And then in here, it just like kind of I'm sure you can't see this, but it just kind of breaks down how you do this. Like if you want to make it a wireless mic, this is what you got to do. You got to obviously pull the cable out, put this one in, put one into your mixer, set them to the right channel. But it walks you through all of that if you don't know how to do it. Right here, very, very straightforward, very simple. Shows you how to set it up for a PA system, wireless PA system. You got your overview, all the things that are on here. The charger is cool. It comes with 2 chargers because obviously you got to charge both of them. You want to plug it in, charge them both up. I think full charge takes less than 2 hours, so it's pretty solid. And then it says, so 2.5 hours to get 5 hours of usage. When I use this, I feel like I set it up at least for 4 hours and I didn't have one problem. I've never had to use it for like the full extended period, so I've never had it burn out on me. But like, again, never had a problem with it, never had it drop out, never had the battery burn out on me. I only have good things to say about this, and that's why I'm doing this video right now. So make sure you click that link, go grab a pair of these. The cheapest option to get some wireless, like a wireless mic. You need a spare wireless mic. Most wireless mics are going to cost you like $1,000 at the bare minimum. So if you just need like an emergency mic, right here, this is the way to do it. Then it just has like your frequency table. So depending on your area. So very basic, very straightforward. Got your warranty card, 1 year. And this is what I was talking about, your charger. This is also USB-C. So these days, pretty well you can roll around with 1 or 2 USB-C connections and you're going to be able to charge all of your gear. Thank goodness we're finally fixing these issues of 100 different cables. But you got yourself a dually USB-C cable. One of my favorite things, they always throw in this little bag to keep it in. So this bag does not leave my DJ bag. It's always been in there since I've got them. And they're just like an emergency. If I ever need this, something goes wrong, I always have a backup plan. All right, so here are the units. Very basic, very straightforward. All you got is this little power switch. And this is actually the first probably problem that I can bring up because as this one just shipped, it shipped with the power already flicked on. There's no timeout on this at all. So when it's turned on, it is turned on. And now the head unit is burnt out, so this is going to put a little damper in my video. I'm not going to be able to complete the video because of that, but it's very straightforward, very simple. I've got it on charge now, so hopefully we can at least do the microphone test so I can show you. I'm going to pull this out, plug them both in, and we're good to go. But it would be nice if there was like a different, maybe you got to hold the button or something for it to turn on, because in your bag, everything's shuffling around. That could be an issue. But again, like, you got time to set these up. You got time to charge it. Hopefully, if you're showing up early, which you should be, 2.5 hours. I show up literally 2 hours early to every single event, big or small, doesn't matter. Gives me time to set up, hang out, maybe go bust out a meditation in the car, get ready for the event, give myself a little bit of a break. I don't want to be sweating either. Like, if you guys are out there struggling, setting up gear, you know we're going to start sweating and stinking, so I like to take my time. I don't know about you. Other than that, you just flick it on. You got your, as they said, they got 6 different channel options, so you can just cycle through the power. You can just cycle through all of the different profiles. It's already set up. As long as this one matches the head unit, you're good to go. So apart from that, these things are awesome. They're great. I don't have much else to say about them. They're the brand new version, 5.8 gigahertz, so it should be a lot less wireless interference issues. I've never even had wireless issues on the old version, but some people have, so I'm not going to say that that doesn't happen. The distance, anytime I've ever had to use them, never had an issue with distance, never had any problems whatsoever, never had the battery burn out on me, never had it burn out like while it was in mid-set or something. So I got only good things to say about this. Check out the link in the description. Grab yourself a pair, get yourself the cheapest wireless microphone that you can get, or even just for wireless XLR, you don't want to put gaff tape down. You got to run that's like across the room, and it's just like, how am I supposed to do this? Oh, this is how I'm going to do it. Plug it in, boom. All right, I gave it 2 minutes of charge on my last little rant, and we're going to give this thing a go right now. So this is the head unit. The head unit will be going into the microphone. This is the dummy unit. All it has on it is the frequency channel and the power. So we're just going to flick on the power, and you're going to hear me, hopefully, in 2 seconds. All right, boom. Can you hear me? Is it clear? I just charged this thing for not even 2 minutes, and I think we're good to go. I can see my channel bouncing. Hopefully there's no cutting out. Like, this should be very, very low battery as well. You would think that the signal would like start drying out, or you'd start getting a little bit of interference. I can't tell right now. I don't know because it's not there. But as I said, like, you don't want to be a bougie ass DJ showing up to like a ceremony like, oh, hey, officiant. It looks stupid, right? Like, it looks kind of stupid, but it works fine. So that is the difference. It's not your shirt. It's not a Sennheiser. It's not the top of the level, but it's also not the top price, right? We're talking about cheap gear right here. Backup solutions, like an emergency situation. This is what I'm rocking. No questions asked. I'm a big fan. That's why I'm doing the video. As I said, click the link below. Like, subscribe. I will see you on the next one. Let's go.